Hey guys, welcome back to our second episode of Two Nerds with a Mic. I'm Stacey.
And I'm Roshelle.
And today we are going to be speaking about dating and relationships.
Exciting.
Yes, this is going to be a good one. I've been excited for this episode, not going to lie. So we're going to go through some questions and like how we think and feel about these kind of topics, I guess. Yeah, and then we'll go through our own red and green flags of dating or being in a relationship.
Yeah, especially in 2025. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's kind of wild out there.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. And then we'll also mention a failed dating experience.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So first question is, what's your most embarrassing date story?
Oh. So I actually went on a date with this guy a couple of years ago, 2023. And I got blind drunk before I went out to dinner. And that bit was fine. It went really well.
Yeah.
And then the next day, he drove me down to get my car from a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And on the way home, I smashed my car, ended up in hospital for 7.5 hours.
Oh my God.
And he come to the hospital. He stayed there all night. And I was
wow, well that's nice.
Yeah, after that I was like, nah, never
Oh
again.
no, why?
Who stays at a hospital with someone for 7.5 hours after you literally just met them 24 hours ago?
Well, maybe he cared.
Careless.
Careless, she says. What do we feel about this, guys?
I was fine to do it all on my own.
Yeah, that's fair. That would have been really interesting. What was he saying?
So we ended up sending him out to the car to go to sleep because my best friend was there too.
Yeah.
And then they let me out and I went to the car and I was like, here, I got you a blanket. Honestly, he woke up scared for his life.
Oh my God.
Because of the area we're in.
So if he was sleeping in the car, why wouldn't he have just gone home?
Well, because he got in the car with us.
Oh,
so Lauren drove.
He went in, okay.
But he could have drove home like after because when I smashed my car, I ended up going home first.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to get changed and stuff. I don't really want to go, but if you're making me go, then I got some things to grab first.
Yeah.
And he ended up coming down with us. Like, he could have left then.
Yeah.
He could have been like, okay, you go do that. Let me know how you are.
Yeah.
But no, he come.
Oh, wow.
And stayed there all night, in and out, them two swapping over. I was like,
that's
no.
funny. Interesting. And then you never spoke to him again?
Look, there was a few messages afterwards, but I definitely distanced it because, like, that was just way too much in the, like...
That was a red flag for you by the sounds of it.
Definitely a red flag.
Yeah. Okay.
24 hours later? No, go home.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I had to think about this one, and I don't think I have an embarrassing story because I haven't really been on that many dates. Like, even in the past.
You are so lucky.
Yeah.
Like,
there was only like one date that I can remember. I think I was like 18, 19, but it wasn't really embarrassing. It was just more like he only wanted one thing. He took me for dinner, really fancy place, like along the river at Crown.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was really nice. And then we went to a bar, but like at dinner, he was just like looking at my boobs the whole time. Like I just kept seeing his eyes like go down, up, like constantly. Like it was too much.
Yeah, well, that's like,
awkward. Yeah, I'm like, can you look up here? Like we're having a conversation, not here.
That's
look up
awkward
here. You know,
me not saying bye a couple of weeks ago, just standing there.
And yeah, and then he wanted me to go back to his, and I was like, nah, I've got to catch the train home. Like,
oh my God,
it's not happening.
Yeah, nah, too soon for
and
that.
he was really short, so that was like, I don't do short.
Yeah,
sorry.
Not about that.
Yeah. So not really embarrassing, but more of awkward, I guess.
Yeah, awkward, embarrassed, sort of the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Would you rather go on a blind date or use a dating app?
Oh, I really think that depends. Depends who's setting up the blind date.
Yeah.
And if they know my type.
Yeah.
otherwise I'd rather a dating app, because then I can like physically see if their appearance matches their personality, or if they're just pretending to be something that they're not, to be intrigued by what I'm intrigued by.
Yeah. So for me, I don't think I could do a blind date. I feel like that would give me more anxiety than anything.
But I feel like if I set you up on a blind date, you would probably go because you trust my instinct.
Well, yeah, probably.
But if it was just some random that was like...
Okay, so for example, my mum and her friend and then her daughter wanted to set me up. Actually, she's married, and he had a brother, and they wanted to set me up with the brother, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about being set up with family, friends, siblings.
Yeah.
I would prefer to be set up with someone where there's no relation, no one knows him, like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Much easier that way, I reckon. There's no sort of connection.
Maybe if it was like a best friend, yes.
Yeah, someone that, you know, knows sort of every detail of like things that you're into.
Yeah.
Things like that, then you sort of trust like, okay, this person knows someone that is into what I'm into, and they know my type of man, and
yeah.
I feel like if it was one of my best friends, I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
But if it was someone that didn't really know me as such, like on a personal level,
yeah,
I would be like, nah, not about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so then dating app. But it's only recently that I've come back to dating apps, because I was off them for 2 years. Yeah. So, yeah. We shall see how that goes. Okay, what's your dating green flag that makes you more interested? That instantly makes you more interested?
I always feel like how they come across on the very first few sentences. If it's like a actual conversation,
yeah,
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if it's not, like if it's a, hey, how are you? How was your day? What did you get up to? Not about it. Like, what? You're already trying to find out my life. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay. A green flag that instantly makes you more interested. I think it's someone that asks like what I'm interested in, or they're keen.
Yeah, like an actual conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just the basics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, number 4, first date deal breaker. What's yours?
I would have to say being too judgmental.
Yeah, I agree.
I always get judged off my appearance.
Yeah.
And I am so different to my appearance.
Yeah.
But I look at, like, I don't judge other people.
Yeah.
Because of that. Yeah. So I feel like if I was talking to someone or I went on a date and they're sitting there judging every person that walks past us, I would be like, not about that. You don't know their story.
Yeah, no, that's not nice at all. I think my deal breaker would be someone being overly sexually, like making comments.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah.
It's definitely a put off.
Yeah.
Like, at least wait.
Yeah.
Wait 24 hours or something, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
And then, you know, tell us anything you want to do to us then. But at least
like that guy that I went on a date with. Like that. Yeah, looking at my boobs constantly, like...
Yeah, like...
my face is up here.
Please make it not so, like...
obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we're going to dive into some love and compatibility. So, do you believe in love at first sight or just a strong chemistry?
I don't believe in love at first sight, because I feel like you can love someone's appearance, but it doesn't mean you'd love their personality.
Yeah, 100%.
And considering my past history, there is a lot of people that, like, you know, were ugly, but their personality made them really great. Mm-hmm. Or they've been really hot and their personality has just made them ugly as.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like you sort of need everything in one go. But how do you know that at love at first sight, what their personality is like?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say strong chemistry. Like, you definitely can tell if there is chemistry with someone. Maybe not even the first time. Yeah. It could be the second, third... But I definitely feel that the first time is just, you can't base anything off that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's pretty much just making sure you're not getting catfished.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't believe in love at first sight. I don't fall that easy.
Yeah.
And I need to get to know someone for at least a few months. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, a personality makes someone's appearance so much different.
Yes.
So, when you're meeting them, if you're going to go off love at first sight, you're going off their looks.
Yeah.
And that changes with someone's personality.
100%.
So, it takes a bit.
Yeah, that is so true. Okay. Is a shared sense of humour more important than shared values?
For someone like me, personally, I would have to say a shared sense of humour, because I feel like I'm not serious in life, so I need someone to be on my level.
Yeah.
Whereas if we both had different values, that you can compromise with.
Yeah.
But if someone wasn't able to be on my level of sense of humour, well, that's not good for me.
Yeah.
Because they'll take offence to everything I say.
Yeah.
But
True.
for somebody else, it could be different. But I feel like values you can compromise.
Yeah. See, I feel like me, I would probably go shared values are more important, and then sense of humour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Everyone, like...
Everyone's different.
Yeah. Like, values are like, to me, someone goes for Collingwood, I go for Carlton.
Okay.
We have kids. Where does that stand? Like, that's our values.
Yeah.
But we can compromise.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. How do you define emotional availability?
I feel like if someone is all in, ready to actually get into the dating scene and getting to know somebody, then they're obviously emotionally available.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to heal from whatever you've been through in order to be emotionally available.
Yeah.
Because a part of you might think you're ready, but if you haven't healed, you're not going to be able to, you're just bringing that into the next chapter of your life.
Yeah, that's right. I think a man that's, or woman, I mean, we're not lesbians, but for other people, I think someone that's like emotionally available is someone who is open and honest with their communication. Yeah.
Yeah, like they know what they want.
Yeah.
And they're ready for that. They're not just trying to push for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, next one. Can opposites really attract long term?
I think that depends. I think it depends on how opposite people really are. Like, what opposites are we talking?
Okay, so example, I kind of want to say opposites do attract. It just depends on how long term. Example, for me, when I was quite young with my first boyfriend. He was very extroverted and I'm more introverted. But we kind of clicked and we were together for 4 years. And I would say it probably didn't work in the long run because of our age, even though it was only 2 years older. But when we got together, we were too young, in my opinion. And he went off to explore and was just, not ready for that kind of commitment, I think.
Yeah, see, I think like for example, one of my first boyfriends is a criminal. I'm opposite to that, completely opposite. We don't clash, like we don't mix.
Yeah.
But like someone that, you know, sits at home and isn't a social butterfly, and then there's me, whereas if I go out, I'm not actually a social butterfly, but like say they were a social butterfly and I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, they could easily bring that to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They could be like, come on, like today we'll go out with 2 people.
Yeah.
And that can help the person that they're with, sort of thing. So I think sometimes it just depends on what opposites it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay. Has dating gotten easier or harder with technology?
Way harder.
Yeah. Too many options.
Way too many options. Way too many sneaky ways around things.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm just
true.
not about it.
Yeah, neither.
Like, stick to one person. Do it
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah, exactly. Where are all the old school men?
Literally, like, you know, I want some notebook
It shouldn't be that
type of
hard,
thing.
I feel.
Yeah.
Like, you've got 40-year-olds or men that are nearing 40 and they're still out there.
Only wanting one thing.
That's wild to me. Wild. Swipe culture, empowering or exhausting? I'm going to say exhausting.
What does it mean?
Like, so swipe culture, like swiping on the dating apps. Do you feel empowered because like you get to you have a choice in choosing or like liking people, or
Start that question again and cut this bit out.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Swipe culture, empowering or exhausting?
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Like, if I had to swipe no to someone, they know that I've done that.
How do they know?
Well, because then I haven't matched with them.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel kind of bad, like... So, yeah, I
don't really look at it like that.
Oh,
But
no.
I just find it exhausting because I feel like I'm there swiping forever because there's like no one, like, I just don't see my type.
Yeah, same. And then I'm like, oh, like all these people, I feel so bad.
No, I don't feel bad. Sorry.
I feel so bad.
I do not. Okay. Ghosting. Ever done it or have you ever been ghosted?
I have ghosted
Okay.
more than once.
Okay.
But it's not that I ghosted them as such. Like, I let them know I'm not about whatever happened.
Yeah.
And then they would message and be like, oh, but this, and this. And I would read it, but that's when I wouldn't reply. Like I stated, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not about it. It's not my thing. Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
and I think I had to leave it at that.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, they'd try and like explain it and I'd be like, yeah, no, not replying. Waste of my time.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think I've ever ghosted anyone, but I have been ghosted twice throughout my lifetime, I think now. Yeah.
I mean, I've been...
But the first one actually ended up coming back after a few months.
I've been ghosted by an actual boyfriend. Like,
Okay,
living
what
together.
the fuck?
We were living
Wow.
together, everything.
That's wild.
And he was going somewhere. And he was going to be home for dinner. And I didn't hear from him for like 3 days.
No.
And then we ended up breaking up.
Good.
But then we ended up getting back together again.
Oh, no.
Like, it was bad.
Oh, no.
I let that man walk all over me.
Not anymore.
God, no.
Yeah,
He
not
wishes.
anymore. That's corked. What's your go-to dating app opener?
Mine would have to be, I need 5 dot points. 5 dot points as to why you think you're worthy of my time. What do we have in common?
Yeah.
Give me 5 reasons and I'll continue the conversation.
Yeah. My opener is quite basic. I'm just like, hey, how are you?
You know,
Like, it's
straight
nothing.
off the bat, like,
That's good.
yeah, straight off the bat. Or I'll be like, look, before we waste each other's time, what footy team do you go for? I'm not having arguments. Which one?
That is so funny. I love that.
It's always my go-to.
Yeah,
Just gotta know off the bat.
that's a good one. Okay, next. Is texting killing romance?
See, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Because back in the day, you've got to think people wrote songs and poems and things like that, right?
Yeah.
What is so different to like a nice, sort of cute, basic text message that's got a few sentences to someone writing a poem or a song or something so similar to that?
Yeah.
So I don't think so. I think it's the way people use it.
Yeah. I think that plays a big part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How has your idea of love changed over time?
I would say like 5-10 years ago, I would have thought that like I needed that perfect family home and things like that. And that I needed to get married and all this sort of shit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just like, I don't need someone to love me.
Yeah.
Like, I have what I need in my life. Yes, it would be great for someone to come in and be a part of it.
Yeah.
But it's a fact of I don't need that.
Yeah. That's the same for me. Like,
Yeah.
I love myself.
Yeah.
And I'm quite content with my life and where I am and what I'm doing. But it's just wanting a companion, pretty much.
That's right. And like, you know, doing holidays and things like that, like making memories with somebody is a really good feeling.
Yeah.
But like these days, like, I mean, I can have a baby on my own. I don't even need a man for that.
Yeah,
Actually,
literally.
well, technically I do, but I don't.
Yeah, not one that you really need to know.
Yeah.
You can just go to the clinic.
That's it, you know?
Yeah.
So like, it's not, there isn't a single thing a man can do for me that I can't do for myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, whereas years ago I would have thought that I needed that.
Yeah, same.
Now I
when
don't.
I was younger, yeah, same. And I wanted to be married and all of that, but those things aren't really that important to me now.
Yeah, I'd never get married.
Yeah.
I'll get
I don't
engaged
know.
or whatever.
I think I'm open to the idea of being married, but it's not, like, I don't need to be married.
I would do it for someone if they wanted to get married.
Yeah.
And if I like really liked them, I'd be like, yeah, okay, like.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be for me.
Yeah.
I would be doing it for them.
Okay.
Like, I don't want someone to feel that like, okay, we've got to like, you know, be together, get married, because I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'll get engaged easy so they know that there is some sort of commitment there.
Yeah.
But it's a ring and a piece of paper. Like, I don't need that to tell someone I love them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can tell them that every day without a ring.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I like that. What did a past relationship teach you about yourself?
To stop being manipulated.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
And keep my bank account closed.
Yeah, me too. Not be willing to share my money.
And
not even sharing money, because it wasn't sharing, he was taking.
literally.
So there's a difference.
And always service my own car first before I pay for their one to be done.
Yep. Yep. Or their rego, things like that.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God. How do you know when you're emotionally ready to date again?
I feel like if you're sitting there second guessing, like, you know, going on a date or going out to meet someone, or, you know, even little things like if a conversation goes dead, then, but on your behalf, not theirs.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
you're not
like-
pursuing.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
feel like you're not pursuing it, then you're not ready.
Yeah,
Or if you feel like you're reflecting back on your last situation,
yeah,
then you're not ready to do that.
yeah.
Like, you have to be
100%.
completely at peace and that not be a topic of discussion.
Yeah,
Or, like, obviously, you know, people talk about their exes. It's bound to happen.
yeah,
And it's a good thing to know about somebody, about what they went through.
yeah.
That way you can sort of reflect on as to how they are as a person now.
Yeah,
But I think there is a big difference between being caught up on something and just telling your story.
yeah,
And if you feel like you're still caught up on that,
yeah,
then you're definitely not ready.
yeah. That's so true. I think you'll know when you're emotionally ready to be dating again. Like for me, for instance, I don't think I was ready the last 2 years, and now I do feel ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's like trauma and things like that. That's what it does, you know? You've got to take your time to move past it yourself.
yeah, so true. Okay, we're going into... Oh, no, now it's time for our failed dating experience.
Do you want to start on your one?
Okay, I'll start on mine. So this is a new one. This happened like a month ago. And actually, I am going to say that he was emotionally unavailable. And I don't know if he knew that or if he didn't realize, but he realized like too late kind of thing. So yeah, I was speaking to this guy for about a month, which by then I had developed an emotional attachment, I would say. I thought this guy seemed great. We've got similar interests. He's a dad. He has a son close to my son's age. We had similar hobbies. We were into gaming. And so eventually, a month went by and then we decided to go on a date. He asked me to go do mini golf. And I was like, yeah, sweet. He was like, are you ready to get your ass kicked? And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. But like in my head, I was like, I'm actually not that bad at mini golf. Like I'm pretty good. We went to mini golf. The date it went really well, actually. Well, so I thought.
Yeah.
He kissed me like halfway through the date. That was nice. Then we came back home and I thought the date went really well, but apparently he decided to pretty much ghost from then. A week went by and I wasn't hearing from him. He wasn't responding to my messages. And I think I had sent 2 messages. One responding to something he wrote me, and then there was another one asking, hey, like, is everything okay? I haven't heard from you. If you're not interested, just be honest. More than fine with that. He never ended up responding, and I went away for a week. And then the day before I came back, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to message him on Snap because I had him there as well.
Didn't he message you when you uploaded photos?
Oh, yeah, when I was in Sydney.
Yeah, so he was still trying to interact. Very limited
sort
after
of.
You said, be honest. Like
all he said was enjoy.
Yeah, but like the message before that, you were like,
yeah, but he didn't actually respond.
Like,
so that's weird.
So he could have been like, hey, yeah, look, not interested, just friends. Like, but instead he completely ignored that.
Yeah, literally.
Then wrote back to one of your posts about your trip.
Yeah.
And that's like engaging in conversation.
Because he asked me how was Sydney.
Yeah. So he was engaging in conversation.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to do what he did.
Yeah. And so then I messaged him on Snap and I asked him again and I said, I thought you would at least have the decency to let me know, like, you're not interested or whatever. And he responded saying, I didn't know what to tell you, but as my therapist told me today, I need to be alone. And I read that and I thought, the fuck? Look, I'm all for men going to therapy and sorting his shit out. Oh, no, and on top of that, he goes, I'm still not over my other situation. My head is messed up. So as my therapist said to me today, I need to be alone. First of all, if you are still hung up on your situation, why the fuck would you ask me out on a date?
Literally.
Like, you just wasted my time. You wasted my whole month. You wasted... Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And then I responded saying to him, okay, like, that doesn't really make sense to me, but that's fine. And I don't even remember what else I said. And then next thing, blocked on Instagram and Snapchat. So that was my...
That was very, very crazy.
Failed dating experience.
Like, it was very crazy. I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, same. And you know what? He was the type of person that I would expect that the least from.
Yeah.
Because
he was coming across very strong.
Yeah. And maybe that was a red flag that I missed. Yeah. He was coming on very strong. He was very consistent with his messages.
Yeah.
Voice notes, sending me pictures of his kid. Like...
Yeah, like making you a part of his life.
Literally.
It was really weird.
Made future plans. Like, he wanted to cook me dinner at his house. He wanted me to stay over. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, very weird. But,
Mine would have to be the fact that I invited someone to a concert.
Oh my gosh.
But
Motherfucker.
For months. Yep, I'm coming. Had the audacity to ask me for $1,400 to fix his race car. And then he got back with the race car, you know, from where he was. And then all day, yep, I'm coming to the concert. I'd gone out and bought him front runner and everything because he said he liked it. And then 2 minutes after I could change the ticket name, was like, I can't come. And I was like, don't ever speak to me again.
Yeah, that is so
don't
fucked.
ever. And yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you had these tickets for months,
Yeah.
and up until the last minute, like 5 p.m. or whatever it was, he said he was coming, and then he does that.
Yeah.
Like, that is so fucking cooked. And the fact that he could even ask you for money.
And not like $50.
Yeah, not like $50. No, $1,400.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. No.
So he wanted me to fix something that was important to him.
Yeah.
But didn't want to be a part of something that was important to me.
Yeah. What a dog. What a dog.
It was a full dog moment.
Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, what is going on with the quality of these men? Like, I'm not understanding.
Yeah, that one was ridiculous.
I don't get it.
But, I mean, each to their own. He missed out, not me.
Yeah. But the fact that it was like your favourite artist.
Oh, yeah.
And you were really looking forward to it.
Look, I don't usually cry, but I full cried.
And like, I couldn't go on
Yeah.
behalf because you couldn't change the name. Like,
I full cried. Not even because he didn't come, but because I had to miss the whole show.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't take somebody else with me.
Yeah.
So I was
That's messed
fuming.
up. Like, if he had a doubt in his mind that he wasn't going to be able to make it.
He could have told me in the morning.
Or the day before.
Yeah.
Like, what the
He
fuck?
could have said, I can't come. And I would have been like, okay, sweet. I probably wouldn't have been as upset.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I still would have got to go.
Be speaking.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Okay.
But I still would have been like, don't speak to me again. But
Yeah.
I don't hate you. Just don't speak to me.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did it literally 2 minutes after I could change the ticket name.
Yeah, no.
Like
That's
4 o'clock was cut off to change the names.
Not on.
And then 4:02 he was like, can't come. Because I remember looking at my phone. I'd just done all my makeup too, and I looked at it, and it was 4:02 that the snap had been sent, and said, like, I opened it and it was, I can't come.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. Boy, bye.
Yes.
Literally. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now we're going to move on to spicy and unfiltered questions. Would you date someone who earns significantly less / more than you?
100%.
On both?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what someone makes.
Mm-hmm.
I make my own money. I buy
Me
what I
too.
want for me.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. As long as you've got a job, that's all that's important.
Even then, like, if someone said to me, hey, I was working, but now I'm studying to change my life, or, you know, I'm doing this because this is what I want to do in life.
In those circumstances,
I would be like, 100%, I'm in your corner, and I will back whatever you want to do. You want me to pay for whatever you need for that? I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
But
that's nice.
Yeah, you can't just sit around
and do nothing.
Do nothing.
And be a bum.
Yeah,
No.
and that be your only hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Like,
No, not about that.
yeah.
Yeah, agree. Okay. Is sex on the first date a red flag or a vibe check?
Me personally, like, for me, I think if I'm really into someone, it's definitely a red flag, because I feel like it's just going to ruin it from then on. But I am also all for try before you buy.
Yeah. So I think for me, I don't think it's a red flag.
Yeah, I don't think it's a red flag as such, but I think for me, it's just something that I can't do.
Yeah.
But I'm very fussy in my aspect of my list. I don't want a big one.
Yeah.
I'll keep it very small. And with the way that men are these days, that list would probably be pretty big if we were going that way.
Yeah. See, yeah. So I don't mind that on the first date, but I also, it would be nice if that's not what they wanted on a first date.
Yeah.
And that they would wait.
Yeah.
I think that's nice. Okay. Can you separate physical and emotional intimacy?
I don't think so.
Nah.
No. I feel like it's either separate from the beginning, but if you have an emotional connection with somebody, you are going to have a physical connection. Or you are going to just have a physical one. Like, there is nothing about that person that you like apart from their looks, and that's it.
Yeah.
But feelings do get involved.
Okay. See, for me, and I'm just going by from experience and when I was younger, yeah, I can separate both.
See, I can't. I think in that aspect I'm very emotional.
See, I'm not. I think it takes me a bit to become emotionally attached.
I think mine's more, like, say if it is just physical, yeah? Even so, I don't want them out physical with somebody else where I know that that person could have been with somebody else and then it's all just come back here. Yeah. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know where people have been, what they're doing. Yeah.
That's true.
Not about it.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Yeah.
So then obviously
fair.
I would have some sort of emotional feelings towards that.
Yeah. Yeah, see, now I can separate it.
So you're lucky I can't. I'm such a sook.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever stayed in a situationship too long?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. 2 years too long.
9 years.
Wow.
On and off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did tell him, but I would
that's
never.
a long time.
I won't say anything about it. I promised him that. He said I can, but I said I won't.
Yeah.
Can't do that to him. But yeah, 9 years.
Yeah.
Actually, 20 to now. So how old am I?
31?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, till maybe last year or something, I think.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. How soon is too soon to talk about exclusivity? I feel like this is something where I might struggle when it comes to dating. Like, I wouldn't know when to ask.
I don't know. I feel like some people just know, like, not, you know, maybe like a month, 2 months into it, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then some people take longer. So I don't feel like there is any too soon, too late. I feel like when the time is right and you both just know.
Yeah.
When it's like, okay, like, yeah, we're going to be together.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, the next lot, we're going through rapid fire dating questions. First date, coffee or cocktails?
Coffee. I don't drink.
Yeah, I'm going to go cocktails because I don't drink coffee. Text back right away or wait a bit?
No, I'll text back right away if I've seen it.
Yeah, that's like me. I'm usually text back right away. Ghost or send the awkward not feeling it text?
I'm all for the send the awkward not feeling it.
Yeah, me too. Sending the awkward message. Better date, picnic in the park or night out dancing?
Picnic in the park.
Yeah, same. That would be nice, a picnic in the park. Deal breaker, bad hygiene or bad taste in music? Bad hygiene.
Bad hygiene, I can deal with
100%,
music.
yeah. Music isn't that much of a big deal, I feel, but hygiene?
Oh, hygiene's definitely a thing.
Yeah,
that needs to be a must.
Yeah. Dating app bio, funny or flirty?
Mine's funny.
Yeah, I go funny too.
Yeah.
More attractive, confidence or mystery?
Confidence.
Confidence, yeah. Date someone with the same zodiac sign, yes or no? I don't think it really matters, to be honest.
I think it depends on what your star sign is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Who should pay on the first date? Them, to be honest, I
feel like it's a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say I made plans and invited someone, I should pay.
Yeah, I think if that's the case, yeah.
Like if I said, hey, let's go to dinner or whatever, I should pay. I've made the plans.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if it's just like a see how it goes sort of thing, first date, both should pay.
Yeah.
Or if they've like, nah, like you've been talking for 2 months and you're about to meet them and they're like totally into you.
Yeah.
And they've offered to take you out, then it should be them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it depends on the situation.
Yeah. Who asked who first, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And
yeah.
what the context is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Make the first move or wait for them?
Me personally, I think I need to start making the first move because when I wait, I go awkward.
See, I'm not make the first move. I usually wait. But the other day I had to wait a very, very long time. And it was making me anxious, I think.
I mean, my last waiting experience that I'd hyped myself up for, I wanted to literally drive my car into a tree on the way home because I felt that awkward at the ending. I was like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
How did I just do that and think that that is okay? I really was in my head about that.
Yeah.
Like, I had to sit in my car for like 2 minutes and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of this car park.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to relive this moment ever again.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. DM slide or in real life meet cute?
In real life.
Yeah, same in real life. That would be nice. A red flag you always ignore?
When I think they're actually all about me, but they're all about me and 20 others.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm like, this is going so well. Yeah, it's going so well with 20 others too.
Yeah. Or like they have a following of like mainly just women.
See, I don't judge that.
I do.
I don't.
Yeah. I don't like that. Like, what are you doing? Just sitting there liking and looking at their pictures all the time? Like, I don't get it. I think if it's like 50-50, yeah. But like mainly all women?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But for someone like me...
And they're all like asses and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Nah. I'm not about that. No, thank you.
But I just feel like they're never going to be with those people. Like, I mean, they might be. Cool. Good on them. But, yeah, I don't judge that.
I think I've got a bit of trauma from that. Because, like, I called out an ex constantly looking and doing, like, inappropriate things.
Ooh. With
pictures and videos and, yeah.
So I haven't caught that out yet, but...
Not about that. Yeah, and I mean, like, 3 a.m. in the morning.
What the fuck?
And he's, like, next to me.
Oh, nah, fuck that. At least have some respect and do it in private.
Or in the toilet. Like, I kid you not.
Yeah, nah, at least...
I walked in by accident.
Yeah, no, you do that shit when your partner's not home.
Yeah, no, not about that.
Yeah, or go home and do it.
Yeah, exactly, in your own fucking time.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. 3 words to describe your dating style.
I would have to say, like, spontaneous.
Yeah.
And, like, go with the flow. And intentional.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing it because I want to.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'll go with intentional, reserved, and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. One thing people get wrong about you when dating.
Probably that I have had a hoe phase and I haven't. Honestly.
Okay.
I reckon people think that. They probably think, like, yeah, she's had a hoe phase. Nah, I haven't. I've been mostly in relationships. I have not.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about me. One thing people... Oh, maybe that I'm stuck up.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? Yeah. And I'm far from that. Okay. The last one for this is long distance. Could you do it?
I feel like I could.
Yeah. Okay.
If I was really into the person, I really wanted to make it work.
Yeah.
Then definitely. I mean, I've been with people that literally, like, I had an ex-boyfriend that lived in the next street and that didn't go so well.
Yeah.
So I could meet someone so great where I'd have to do long distance and I wouldn't give that up.
Yeah.
Just because of a little bit of distance in between.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I never really thought about long distance up until a few months ago. And, yeah, I think I could. I think I could do it.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the next part is our own list of red and green flags in dating and relationships. So do you want to go into yours and then we'll do mine?
Yep, I wrote my list.
And then I actually put a sneaky question at the end.
Okay.
And then we've pretty much come to the end.
So my red flags are when they speak to multiple women, but then crack it if a guy sends a snap that's to everyone, but I'm in that list, and it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
When they're shifty as fuck and secretive, like I'm not a detective, I'm not down to investigate. And when their ego is just so big.
Yeah. Oh, that's an ick.
It does my head in. Like, you're not God's gift, calm down.
Yeah.
I think you're hot. You don't need to remind me that I think you're so hot.
Yeah.
Like, not about it.
Yeah.
My green flags are when they dress and smell good.
Yeah.
I think because I usually dress pretty fresh. I like them to dress pretty fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Nice haircuts.
Yep.
I always go for a man that has nice hair.
Yep.
They've got to be good with kids. If they're good with kids, that's a green flag.
Yeah.
If they're into the AFL.
Love that.
Yeah, when they've got like a sweet personality, like not toxic.
Yeah.
That's probably my green flags. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my most go-to.
Yeah.
I like a man that takes care of himself, you know?
Yeah.
Because it
So
shows
true.
that, I mean, when someone takes care of themselves, it shows how they reflect on what they think about themselves.
Yeah. 100%.
So if they feel good, it means, if they look good, it means they feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
And that's, like most of mine is appearance, but that's why. It's
Yeah.
like a deeper
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Okay. So, should I do my red flags first?
Yeah.
Okay. My red flags are leaving you on red for like more than 2 days.
Yeah.
Even 1 day. No, I'm not having that. Giving mixed signals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ghosting.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. Like, just be honest. We're in 2025. Come on. Like, what's so hard about being honest?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care if you're going to hurt my feelings. I'd rather my feelings be hurt than not being told anything at all and just disappearing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not hard to be like, hey, I'm not feeling this.
Exactly.
I don't even want to be your friend, so bye. Like,
Yeah.
even if I'm blocked after that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have remained friends with the last date that I went on. The
But
Italian.
even if
but
he
like,
didn't, right?
yeah.
Even if he had have said something and then blocked you, that would have been a whole lot better.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of being like, nothing, having a conversation about Sydney,
yeah.
and then blocked.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Breadcrumbing, which I don't know if people know what that is, but it's like they give you a little bit and then they pull back. Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, and I've had someone do that for many, many months now.
Yep.
Not to name names, but yeah, cannot stand that. Inconsistency and lying. They're my red flags. And my green flags are open communication.
Yeah,
Honesty.
that's definitely a good one.
Yeah, honesty. Consistency. That's really important for me. A sense of humor. And when they smell good. Like, there is nothing better than a man who smells good.
I know, right?
Like, I love being out, shopping, wherever. Actually, even, oh yeah, I can't say that. But yeah, I was at a shopping center and someone, like a guy just walked past and I literally like my head turned because I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was just so good. I love that.
I love a man that smells good.
Yeah. Oh, love it. Okay, so I think that's basically... Oh, no, there's one more question. Are you dating someone right now?
I'd have to say no.
Okay.
I mean, like, obviously I'm talking to someone, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's just talking.
Yeah.
It's not dating.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't... Actually, I don't want to say yes or
You've gone
no.
on 2 dates.
Yeah, but I don't want to say yes or no because I don't want to say my opinion is no when theirs could potentially be yes.
Yeah.
And if they listen to this, I've just sounded like an absolute bitch. But in my head, I don't think... I think it's a no.
Okay.
If it was me, I'd be like, no, we're not. But if they say yes, then yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just go with the flow.
Yeah. Like, I think I'll say I am dating, but it's no one specific.
Yeah.
Like, right now. Like, my options are open. I have gone on 2 dates. I'm hoping for a 3rd. We shall see.
I'm back in the dating scene.
Yeah.
So obviously eventually that answer will be yes. But in the specific situation I'm in now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
That's alright. Yeah.
I'm probably, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
No words.
Yeah, we'll see.
See how we go.
As the time comes. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay. I think that's a wrap on this episode. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one will be posted earlier, but it'll probably be up by then anyways. But we are aiming to post 2 episodes a week.
Yep. Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yep. So stay tuned. And yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next episode. We do have the next few ones planned slightly. So yeah, should be good.
We just want to say thank you to every person that has watched, listened, given feedback, shared, followed along. Anything that you can possibly do and have done has been such a big achievement for us as well. Like,
we're so happy with the outcome so far.
Yeah, we've definitely done really good.
Yeah.
And that's because of everybody else.
Yeah. So a big thank you to all of you who have watched.
Yep.
And yeah, we hope you continue to watch. Okay. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
And thank you once again.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.